shake it, B. Don't shake it, B. Okay. Hey guys, my name is Boston. Welcome back to my channel. So, I guess it's a back to school trend. Everyone's doing back to school videos. So today I'm going to start off my back to school series with why not? I'm gonna start it off with a freshman advice video, since a lot of people are going into the freshman year of high school, and what better person to give advice is someone who just got out of freshman year. So if you didn't think I was a freshman, please comment it down below, because literally all freshman year, everyone thought either I was a senior or a junior or a sophomore. Everyone just thought I was not a freshman. So comment down what grade you thought I was in, and comment what grade you're going into. You don't have to be a freshman to watch this video. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first thing that I want to talk about, which is the most important thing, the reason why we go to school every year, is our academics. You should take your academics. Freshman year is probably one of the most important years out of college. Freshman year is probably one of the most important years out of high school, because it matters on if you don't start off with the high class rank, then it's going to be very hard for you to pick up your class rank and keep and stay up there. And if you don't know what class rank is or GPA is, I would like to go more in depth about your academics and like testing and stuff in a different video. But GPA means grade point average, and your class rank means what number you are out of your class. Like let's say it's a class of 700, you could be 103. So you're 103 out of 700 kids. That's what a class rank is. So honestly, you got to take your education serious. If you have someone that makes you feel like your accountability, that you have to push yourself, don't take your education for granted, guys. Take it very serious, because just like my grandma, she's not from here, she's not from America or wherever you may live. There's multiple people around this world who don't get to have an education. So I would please highly suggest that you take it serious and put your 110% that you put in anything else, like how you post a picture on Instagram. Put your 110% in your education as well when it does come around. Don't, like my dad always tells us, don't waste a whole summer away doing nothing. And yes, I may have to get into books again and maybe set up my journals and stuff, but take your education serious, guys. Like, please, it's gonna really help you for the next step in your life, and these next 4 years is preparing you for the real world, and I just hope that you take it serious. So before I talk about like friendships or anything, I'm gonna talk about studying tips. Let me just tell you, the curriculum is way different. The curriculum is higher. They expect more from you than they probably have expected from you in middle school. If you thought middle school was bad, where they expect you to do all this stuff, no, high school is 10 times worse. Like, it's not bad, but like they expect more from you. They expect you to be capable of doing these things, especially if you're gonna be taking pre-AP and AP classes. You have to take that stuff serious, guys. You cannot walk in there and act like a clown, because God, your teacher will have you removed, or they just won't even care to look at you or focus on you. They'll focus on the people who actually care. So please take it serious when you go into those classes. Like, don't take it as a joke. Like, this is your future, you know? Those AP and pre-AP classes, don't take it because all your friends are taking it. Make sure you know your strengths and your weaknesses, your weakness points. So like, let's say you're good at math, do pre-AP math. Challenge yourself. It's not bad to challenge yourself. Or if you're good at every subject, challenge yourself. So then you know in the near future what classes you should take as a regular and what classes you could take as pre-AP or AP classes. Don't overdo them. And if you're trying to manage extracurricular activities like sports, fine arts, singing, whatever the case may be, that doesn't involve like subjects, make sure you know how to manage AP and extracurricular activities. And by the time I'm telling this video, a lot of y'all probably already in classes and you already have your schedule set up and you're like, I'm gonna take all pre-AP classes. Don't feel afraid. Push yourself. As frustrated as it may get, ask questions. It is not bad to ask questions. Don't feel afraid to ask questions. Whether you're lost on the first day of school and you don't know where you're going, or you're confused on what's going on in class, who cares? You're not stupid if you ask questions. People who do ask questions are the ones who tend to be more successful. So no, don't ever feel belittled of yourself if you're asking questions. It's not bad to ask questions. It's good to ask questions. You want to be successful, ask questions. So yes, the studying tips that I have to tell you is, like, when I say it's different, it's because teachers tend to teach faster when you get to high school. They don't take their time. They don't take your time. They don't give you time to take notes. Like, they will, but like they're like this. They're like, is everyone done? Okay, good. We're going to the next slide. Like, it was so hard. Like, I had taken a sophomore history class, and like everyone else would have their notes done really quick, and I'd be like one of the last people done because I'm a freshman. I wasn't used to that. So that kind of helped me speed up my pace. And if I had to, I'd have to copy notes off my friends. And copying, let me just tell you this now, guys. You will have an album in your camera roll full of pictures of paperwork. You're gonna have a gallery full of paperwork, and by the end of the year, it was every 6 weeks I deleted all the pictures. But like, you're gonna at least have maybe 500 photos just dedicated to schoolwork, and a lot of apps on your phone dedicated to schoolwork, like Photomath, that's a good app. But just don't feel bad about that. And my tips about taking notes in class, it is gonna go by fast. If you have to, just tell your teacher after class, like, I didn't get all the notes, could I have a printout of it, or take pictures of the screen. I used to do that a lot. I used to take a picture of the screen because I knew that every teacher has their own ways on how they teach. Some teach fast and some teach slow, so I just take pictures of the screen. Doesn't matter what class you're in, take a picture of the screen so that later on you copy it. Please take your notes. Notes are critical. They're not just there because your teachers want to give you something because they don't have anything to teach you. Notes are there to help you. Take notes and take them right. Take notes as if you're taking notes for a sick friend. That's something that I've learned, that you want your notes to look good, not trashy. Which means when you take notes, it should be eligible. You're capable of reading your own handwriting. That is something that I used to struggle with. When I'm trying to keep up with my teacher, I'd write so freaking sloppy, and I can't even read my own handwriting, and I get frustrated. I'm like, what the heck? I can't even read this. So take notes as if you're taking it for your friends. And that's what it has to do with taking pictures and studying. And if you do tend to write really bad and you can't read your handwriting, take your time on the weekend to rewrite your notes, and that will kind of help you refresh on what you learned in the week, because I promise you, literally anybody can forget what they've learned in high school in just a day. So it's good to refresh your mind on the weekends. Like, my dad gets so mad at me and my siblings when we don't take time to at least study on the weekend and refresh our minds, just to give us it's good to give yourself a review, like 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes or an hour, just to rewrite your notes, review your notes, use Quizlet. Like, there's so many things out there to help you. Don't just take notes just to take notes and then you never look back on them until you take a test like a few weeks later or days later. Like, no, refresh your mind. It's there for a reason. Notes are your best friend. Extra credit is also your best friend. If you want to have a high class rank, I would suggest doing extra credit, guys. Like, oh my god, cannot stress that enough. Okay, routes. You should, once you get your schedule, like, you understand where you're going, try to find shortcuts, because let me just tell you now, high school is not small like middle school. Your middle school may have been big, but like high school is bigger. Like, these schools are huge. So my school is B wing and C wing, so it's back and forth and up and down. So you're gonna get dehydrated. Make sure you stay hydrated, guys. Take a water bottle with you. Take a reusable water bottle. It's not a bad thing. I've seen so many seniors carrying water bottles with them because they gotta stay hydrated, because water fountains are like 10 miles away. Like, you're in the Sahara Desert looking for a water fountain, but it's the Sahara Desert, so where are you gonna freaking find a water fountain? Like, guys, it's good to stay hydrated. And like I said, with shortcuts, try to find routes that you keep taking the same routes. Don't take different routes every day. Like, if you found the shortcut to get to class quickly, use it. Make sure you know how to get from class to class on time, and you get at least 6 to 10 minutes passing period. So that's why high school tends to take longer than other schools. But yeah, you have a lot of time to get to your class. There is no excuse for you not to get on time to your class, unless the first week if you're lost. But like me, I've never gotten lost. I'd always make it to my class on time, and if I wanted to, I'd walk around. But like, get to your class on time. Don't waste any time, guys. Like, come on. High school, you have more time than you did in middle school. Get used to people walking super slow. That is the most annoying thing, when people walk so freaking slow in front of you, but you just have to deal with it. Okay, I'm sorry. And get used to couples, always couples everywhere, couples making out. Just get used to it. Try to cut through. And get used to being trampled and shoved by people. Don't overreact, and don't don't expect anybody to respect you. No one is going to respect you as a freshman. You are young, and no one's gonna respect you at all. So if you think you're all high and mighty because you were the top dog back in 8th grade, this is not 8th grade. This is freshman year. You are a fresh from the sea. You are baked, and they will eat you alive. So don't think anybody is going to give you respect. Let me just tell you now, no senior gives a damn about you, no junior gives a damn about you, and no sophomore gives a damn about you. So don't expect any respect from any of those people. That's all I had to say now. If you think you're all high and mighty, get that. Welcome to reality. No one is going to respect you the way you want it. So that's one thing I gotta get out of hand. And the next thing I want to talk about is peer pressure. Guys, peer pressure is everywhere. You probably dealt with it in middle school, elementary school. Shoot, you probably dealt with it everywhere. Just keep your eyes on the prize. Make sure you remember why you go to school every day, and it's for your education. So focus on what's important to you, and always have a near view. Don't look side to side and you see something, you want to get tempted and you turn. Don't change your routes, guys. Straight ahead. Always straight ahead. Keep your eyes on the prize. The prize is right there, straight ahead. It's not to the side. It's not to the left. It's not to the right. It's straight ahead. So keep your eyes on the prize. Peer pressure is a thing. I can go in depth to talking about going to parties. I mean, I've seen so many kids get they hang out with older people, and the older people take them to parties and stuff, places that they shouldn't be going. And not everyone's capable of handling that type of stuff and knowing their boundaries because they want to be cool. If your whole goal about high school is to be cool, then you have high school all wrong. Your whole goal is to finish, get your diploma, and head your ass to college. So yeah, peer pressure is real. You're going to experience all those things. You probably have seen people in middle school do drugs or drink or whatever the case may be, do something inappropriate that they should not be doing. You know yourself, and it all matters. Every decision you make has a consequence, and it all matters if you make it right. It is your choice. I can't tell you how to live your life. I can't tell you how to make your own decisions. It all matters on you and how you take it. Don't abuse your privileges, guys. That's a really good thing. Don't abuse, you have more freedom now, but don't abuse it because it can be taken away from you in a snap of a finger. So don't abuse it. Extracurricular activities, try everything. Join a club. You will miss out on the high school experience if you don't at least join something. So try to get involved with people, make friends with everybody. I'm not saying fear the upperclassmen, but make friends with everybody. You're gonna see them everywhere. You will be taking classes with them. So no biggie. Don't please don't be afraid of the big school and how big it is, and you're I'm gonna get lost, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. If you went 3 years in middle school and you thought middle school was even huger, you're gonna be perfectly fine in high school. You got this. Congrats to you for getting out of that hellhole. Yeah, be social, guys. I'm friends with a lot of upperclassmen, and I'm friends with people in my grade because it's not bad. It's good to be social. They can hook you up with food, take you off campus. Skipping. I went off campus once. My mom doesn't know that, but sorry, Mom. But I went off campus once. When you go off campus, it just really matters on who you go with, because you can't go off campus when you're a freshman or a sophomore. You have to be a junior and a senior. But that's where I live. So if you do go off campus, it just matters on who you really go with. You gotta push through and don't procrastinate. Procrastination is a bitch. It's bad. We all do it. No one's perfect, but if you have homework to do, get it done. And let me tell you this now, a lot of teachers they get their lessons done so quick in high school, really fast, faster than they did in middle school. They don't give you time, but they get their lessons done quick. And I've had so many teachers tell the students, hey, I'm done with the lesson. Now don't waste your time. Don't waste away. Get your homework done so you don't have to do it at home. If your teacher gives you the option to do your homework at school, wouldn't you do it, so you don't have homework at home? And if your parents ask you, did you do your homework? Oh, I did it at school. You feel good about it. So, or do your homework during lunch. Who cares? Get your homework done, guys. You never want to do homework at school, because if you it's not fun, and you will procrastinate and you probably won't do it. And it's more fun to do it with your friends if they're doing the same homework. And when you're surrounded by people who may understand things, it's good to help each other out. So try to do it at school. That's what I would highly suggest. And yeah, procrastination is hard. Don't procrastinate with projects, especially if you're taking pre-P classes. It is not good to procrastinate with projects at all. You will fail. Do not procrastinate with testing and studying. Honestly, I can tell you, do not procrastinate, but it all just matters on you. It all matters on how you push yourself. Just make sure you try not to get distracted, and just keep your eyes on the prize and focus on what's important. And we are the future. We are the next big thing. You could be the next, this person who's ever watching this video, you could be the next president for all we know. But it all matters in how you push yourself now and how you push yourself to get to where you are in the future. If you already have a goal for yourself, let's say you want to be a fashion designer, you got to push through now. You got to put that effort in now. It all matters on what you do today will matter on what you do in your future. Always remember that. And yeah. If I didn't talk about some things that you wanted to know about high school, comment your questions down below and I will totally answer them for you. And keep your eyes on the prize. Whatever you're trying to achieve isn't to the left. Whatever you're trying to achieve isn't to the right. It is straight ahead. Keep your eyes on the prize. That is my main goal of this video. Keep your eyes on the prize and set goals for yourself. Don't think any less of yourself. We are the future and we got this. Like the power. So stay fresh, stay you, stay beautiful, and love you. Like it, love it, do it, and subscribe. Peace out, girl.
What we do here is go back.